If you've been taking an aspirin a day to keep heart disease and stroke at bay, new federal guidelines seemingly suggest you shouldn't, which is cause for pause. So we tapped a cardiologist to clear up the confusion.
These guidelines were really intended to direct the information to people who have never had a heart attack or stroke, and they don't apply to someone who had a heart attack or stroke in the past who's on aspirin to prevent a second event. The bottom line is every patient will be different, and you need to check with your doctor to look at your risk and benefits of aspirin.
Cardiovascular disease remains the leading cause of death in the U.S., accounting for about 1 in 3 deaths each year. Roughly 805,000 Americans have a heart attack, and 610,000 experience a first stroke every year. Here's how aspirin works to prevent them.
Well, if you cut your finger or your hand, you want the bleeding to stop. And that's the job of something called platelets. These are little things in your bloodstream that clump together to stop the bleeding. Aspirin works by stopping those platelets from clumping together. It prevents blood clots from forming in places where you don't want them, in your brain or in your heart.
Unfortunately, a lot of people can't tolerate aspirin as it's tough on the tummy.
There are some newer options. There's a medicine called Vazalore. That is a liquid-filled aspirin that bypasses the stomach and gets delivered further down in the intestine. In a study compared to regular aspirin, 7 days later, this new drug, Vazalore, reduced the risk of ulcers and erosions compared to regular aspirin.
Go to Vazalore.com for more information.